this video, I'm going to break down the enforcers from Deadzone Outbreak.
Alright guys, like I said, one of my favorite factions, the Enforcers. This is what I took to Adepticon the second year when I won. I took a Pathfinder heavy list. Just love these guys. They do everything pretty good. They fight pretty good. They shoot better than they fight. But they have armor. It's just a really good faction. So let's start. Let's get into it. The Peacekeeper Captain is essentially the same, but he's gone down to 44 points and 4 victory points. Big difference, right? He's a beast, man. He is armor 2, size 2. His rifle has weight of fire 1. They shoot on 4s. He's attack 2. His splat is still really good. I mean, it's still really good. Recon 4+. My advice, though, give him for 5 points, throw a shield on him. Now, he's almost like a Strider, okay? Fights 5 up, but, you know, that's respectable. Saves on a 3 with armor 3 if you give him a shield. Awesome. And then his splat, you can add +1 armor for a single attack. When the guy's coming, just use the splat. Say, I'm going to use this. Really, really good. Love this guy. Next is the Enforcer Sergeant, okay? 28 points, 3 victory points. He's all the same. TAC 1, 4.54. He has an energy gauntlet and a pistol. Mobile infantry, basically, if anybody has a jump pack, and it's not a vehicle, they can make a free sprint action. So you make a sprint action, then you can shoot, or you can do whatever. You can't make a single sprint or move after that, but you can shoot. It's good if you have a heavy weapon and whatnot. He's decent. This is the one I don't take as much, okay? I'm not too fond of him, but like I said, mobile infantry has its place. Here's my jam right here, the Pathfinder Sergeant. 22 points, 3 victory points. A little heavy on the victory points. 4.54, has a tag rifle. See, the thing is that in the old times, the last book, they didn't have a tag rifle. And I was the one who said, why is the tag Pathfinder Sergeant have the tag rule, all this good stuff, and doesn't have a tag rifle? That made no sense to me. So it was just one of those things that they left out. Got it back in. Target acquisition is awesome because if you use that, you don't even need line of sight. Tag them. Everybody has a +1 to it, whether or not you have the tag ability. Do not need line of sight to do it. And at 3+ recon, in my opinion, this is my go-to. This is the one. You could throw a shield on him if you want. Give him armor 1, but it's not necessary. But yeah, Pathfinder Sergeant is my go-to leader. Love it. Enforcer Captain, he's another good one. So between him and the Peacekeeper Captain, they are really good. Everything's the same, 4.54, but he's attack 2. He's got the energy gauntlet, and he also has a pistol, even though I don't know why he's pictured with a rifle here, but I digress. He has Stalwart, which is great. You may re-roll any or all of your dice on a survive test. That is awesome. Survive recon of 4. Basically, he is a enforcer with some good stuff to him. He's heavy on the VPs, though. 4 VPs is tough. 4 VPs is tough. But, you know, Stalwart really makes it worth it. And he does stick around, and he does some work when he's there. Let's go on to the troops. Assault Enforcers are the same. Unfortunately, they still have a fight of 5. But they have Frenzy 1 that comes in handy. They are 14 points, but only 1 victory point. This is your chaff, your chattel, the cheapest one with 1 victory point. Enforcers, this is by where everyone is compared against. When you're going to do something as a rules committee member, we always look to the enforcers. 16 points, 2 VPs, 4.64, armor 1, size 1. Jump pack. Got the laser rifle, which is a range 6, so it has rapid fire. They shoot on 4s, which is very good, and they fight on 6s, which is not very good. But this is the base trooper that everything else comes from. Right underneath that is my favorite, guys. Oh, my goodness. The Pathfinder 4.64 Scout is beautiful. Tag rifle. Range 6 with tag. Everyone knows that if you tag somebody, anybody with a tag rifle, you light them up. For that round, anybody with a tag rifle gets a +1 to shoot on them. They are just solid. 15 points, 2 victory points. They do die in droves, but before they do, they get work done. My favorite troop out of all of these. Let's move over to the Peacekeepers, okay? Another solid choice. You throw a shield on them, bring them up a little bit. They are size 2, armor 2, 454. Double rifle, range 6, rapid fire, weight of fire 1, which comes in handy on a 4-up shoot. They do have jump packs, so they are mobile. They are not Forge Guard. They are Peacekeepers. They move around a little bit better, okay? And they also come stock with a energy gauntlet. You can throw a different melee weapon on them if you want. You can change the guns. What I like to do is put a shield on them and then give one of them a burst laser, so you can mow guys down with weight of fire and also suppression. So that's a little thing here and there. Now, they are 30 points. That is going to change. We are going to change that. Unfortunately, didn't get into the book. So, you know, it's going to come down in price. I won't tell you what it is, but I will tell you that it will be, because that'll be able to fit it into the list better. Dog drones. Dog drones are here or there. You love them or hate them. I like to use them. They are beast now and a construct, which is great. And they also have a fight of 7. That good old burst laser on there. 6-up shoot, not too good. But they do move 2 to 4. So you can move them 2 and still shoot. They are very mobile. They are very agile. They're a pretty good troop. 12 points, 1 victory point. They are basically a free burst laser. Still cheaper than a regular enforcer. Just get them up there. They're basically gun turrets for you. They can hold objectives and things like that. They can't pick up items. They are constructs, so certain things don't affect them, you know, with the construct rule. But they are a solid choice if you need it. But the only problem is they do take up a slot in the specialists. Enforcer specialists, you need these guys right here. This is to put your sniper rifle, your flamethrower, your incinerator, all that cool stuff, thermal cannon, missile launcher, all that great stuff. Thermal rifle, missile launcher, all that good stuff, put it on there. 464, they're basically an enforcer with ability to take other stuff. Here are the boys, great paint job. I got to tell you, Mantic has come up with, the paint jobs were always good. I think that the pictures weren't that good. Pictures are looking really sweet. I can commend you guys. Look at that. That's just, that says it all right there, guys. Right there. Pathfinder Specialist has Scout. You can give him the unicycle, which I really never even gave it to them. But they do have a tag rifle. I am not particularly fond of Pathfinder Specialist, because if I was going to do anything, I would use the Enforcer Specialist, give it a sniper rifle. The only thing is you will get Scout, but I don't think so. For 2 victory points, I'd rather use the Enforcer Specialist. Enforcer Engineer, Enforcer Medic. Between these two, I know that some people say they are good. My particular way I play, I do not use them. The Engineer got some things where he can dismantle traps, and he can dismantle booby traps if he does happen to pull one. But it's very, very, very situational. They are only 14 points and 1 victory point. They do shoot on a 5, fight on a 6, and a 4. Yeah, I don't know. The Enforcer Medic is the same thing, 5, 6, 4. The thing is that they are 20 points and 2 victory points. You know, if you want to put one of those in the cube with something, whatever it is, you know, he can heal it. But then again, you can buy a med pack, and you can use it that way. So I am these are the two, Enforcer, Engineers, and Medic. I'm not too crazy about. I usually never take them. But if you do have a good strategy, or you know how to take them, or you deploy your gun turrets in a way that is very advantageous, leave a comment below. I'd love to see how you do it. I'm not saying not to take them. I'm just saying that's my opinion. Next, we have the Enforcer Jetpack, just like the other Enforcers. Okay, or the other, you'll see the other vehicles like the Asterian Skyrazor and some of the other vehicles. They now have a fight stat. Okay, fight stat is good. Armor 1, size 2, they have flight and evade. Okay, same thing here, all this cool stuff. 24 points, 2 victory points. I think with flight and evade, they just came up a little bit. They got a 6-up fight. Well, not too good. I think these guys might want to survive more than fight. But, you know, you never know. It might be where you're bigger and he's injured and you move in, you know, all that good stuff. So, not saying never, but, you know, Enforcer Jetpack's got to fight somebody. Enforcer Strider. 35 points, 3 victory points. It went up a few points because of the 4-up shoot. You give them the Genling, you give them the Giant Burst Laser. They are pretty good. All of the walkers now, all of the striders now have Construct, Beast, and Solid. Excellent. They are not vehicles. They do not need ramps. They can climb up because basically they're just a big person in there. Remind me of the Avatar walkers. I just, Striders are good. I don't always take a Strider. Sometimes if I do, I'll take 2 because I want to go overboard. If you're going to be a bear, be a grizzly. And if you like something, take 2 of them. But sometimes they die a little easy, even with the 4-up save. But, 3 armor, 4-up save. It's a crapshoot. It's a crapshoot. I do like the Genling better than the combat version, but that's just me. I really do like that shooting out there and get up there, and he also has 5 wounds of a size 4, so pretty good weapon, pretty good unit. Okay, so let's move down to here. Let's go with a few of the new items. Now this was in the expansions, and now they're in, we just put them in the book so that they're all in one place. So you have that big heavy burst laser. It's 8 points, 1 VP, range 12. You get a weight of fire 2 and an automatic suppress the cube. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. Okay, I really like this. I really like burst lasers. Now with a bigger range and weight of fire 2, automatic suppression, can't go wrong. The Grav Ram Spear. Okay, that's a new thing. That's an upgrade. It's started from Warpath. It was in the expansion. I think it is the Infestation expansion where it's 12 points, 1 victory point. You can shoot with it. It's a range 4 AP2 frag 3. Range F AP2. Pretty good, pretty good. They do fight on 5s, but what can you do there? It is hefty though, man. 12 points and 1 victory point. So putting that on a 35-point Strider, you're starting to get a little bit, expensive there. But also, when you take the Grav Ram Spear, you got to take the Aggressor Shield with it. It's 8 points, 1 victory point Walker Shield, which gives you the ability to have a +1 armor. Just like a Defender Shield gives you +1 armor, it gives them +1 armor. So now you're taking this guy up to Iron Ancestor level where he's armor 4 as opposed to armor 3. So pretty good, but you get the Grav Ram Spear and the Aggressor Shield, which is another 20 points. So you're going 55 points and 5 victory points. Still cheaper than an Iron Ancestor, but still pretty hefty. But he will stick around. Armor 4 is no joke. Armor 4 is no joke. All right. Just watch out for the missile launchers. All right. Next thing is the Stealth Device, which gives you stealthy. And you could put this on a bike. So what we were trying to do was, this does not replace a weapon. It is an item that you put on a bike. So stealthy is when this model is the target of a shoot action, the attacking model may not benefit from the clear shot modifier. So basically, if you have a stealthy model and he's out in the open, he will be shot at and they will not benefit from the +2. That is ridiculous. That's some good stuff right there. Stick you out in the open and you can't do my 2+. You can still get your +1 if you're above him. You can still use command dice. You can use any special effects or special rules, but you will not get a clear shot modifier. Awesome, awesome ability. So let's look at the chainsaw. The chainsaw now is a Walker chainsaw. It is basically 8 points, 1 VP, all the same AP2 now. Frenzy 1, AP2. It's changed. I was of the thought that it is so big, so heavy when it comes down. How can a Khaleesi's Glaive be AP2, but the chainsaw is not? Now you could say that they have some kind of alien metal and all this cool stuff, but I think that just from the sheer weight of this thing coming down at you, it can maybe shear a tank in half. It should be AP2, and it is now, and I think it's a positive change. So the Striders are getting better, getting better. I don't always take them, but with these little changes, I may have to. Okay, so here are the items. Basically same thing. All the good stuff here. Just remember that the holo sight now does not have a plus next to it. So if you drop or your model destroys or gets killed and he has a holo sight, he won't drop it. It'll probably fall to the ground and crack and is be unusable for an opponent. But all the other stuff, you know, defender shield, frag grenade, etc., if you have it and you drop it, you will your opponent will be able to use it. There's some cool things here. You know, you can see the defender shield, fission gun, combat shotgun, wrist blade, all that stuff. So we have pictures of it. I'm loving it. And there we go. There is the Peacekeeper captain leading the troops, ready to go to work. There's a few more things. A Polaris cannon. Here's the heavy burst laser. Here's cool. This is the thermal mine. This is the thing that you have on your sprue that you didn't know what it was. And that is the Enforcer faction breakdown. I hope that I've uncovered some stuff, made you think a little bit, and maybe you can add some new stuff to your list. That's the whole idea of me making these videos, is to reveal the new stuff as well as make you think about some of the older things. Guys, thank you very much for spending some time with me. I hope that I've been able to uncover some old things that make you think a little bit, and also with encompassing the new stuff. Not too many changes with the Enforcers, but little things here or there to make them a little better. I do appreciate you letting me talk to you, and we are going to go into more factions, and we've done a bunch of different videos going over a comprehensive breakdown and analysis of Deadzone Outbreak. Thank you so much for being here, and if you haven't, please subscribe for more Deadzone content, and I will see you in the next video.